Claressa Shields is attempting to divert attention from RemyMa's major film debut today by starring in a movie in which she only made a brief cameo. Shed Dairy, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for coming. This is Marcus Hale, your guy. Today, we are discussing RemyMa, Claressa Shields, and the increasing amount of internet conversation from folks who think Claressa is closely monitoring everything related to Remy. That's what's causing the commotion at the moment. Let's start with the positive news, though. Music of RemyMa's new film will debut on Lifetime tonight, as many of you are already aware. People are already discussing her second Lifetime film, because the plot revolves around a dubious incident involving the girl upstairs. The plot even has a life-imitating art atmosphere, according to some viewers, which has only piqued viewers' interest. There is undoubtedly growing chatter. Prior to delving further into that, Remy was also working on another show yesterday. Additionally, there are a few videos that are worth watching. They demonstrate the momentum and possibilities she continues to face, which is why I wanted to draw attention to them. Remy's apparent focus, activity, and continued involvement in new projects have been noted by many. Let's now discuss another fascinating moment. Fat Joe appears to be working on a music video for his most recent hit. The possibility of Remy making a brief appearance in the video has previously been the subject of conjecture. We'll have to watch to see how that develops. We'll then get into more clips from the second concert that Remy assisted in co-hosting, since there were undoubtedly a few moments that sparked conversation. I've been attempting to locate a particular scene because I know the actor in question. He portrayed Jennifer Hudson's brother in Dreamgirls, and if my memory serves me well, he is currently performing music on Beyond the Gates. He was the musical guest, and although I've seen screenshots online, I haven't yet located the complete interview. I've been looking for that portion. Another RemyMa appearance was noteworthy as well. She was taking on co-hosting responsibilities in addition to her interview. And that also brought to some intriguing moments. Alright, people from all over the city are gathering for festivities, performances, and discussions honoring Black history and culture as New Yorkers commemorate Juneteenth Day. Crystal Young of Good Day is at Times Square to take a look at this weekend's events. Crystal, good morning. Remy, good morning. Thus, a lot is going on, and as you mentioned, it's not limited to in one location. I'm simply relaxing, June. All the effort is being done by you. I'm grateful, Roz. Okay. Nevertheless, we are commemorating Black Music Month with Brooklyn. Now, let's talk about one of the notable visitors who made an appearance on Good Day New York. The renowned Spike Lee was that guest. Additionally, you might have seen something intriguing during the chat if you were listening intently to the music. Some observers thought Spike appeared considerably more involved when talking about subjects that were directly related to his enduring love for the Knicks. Every time the topic of basketball came up, the atmosphere undoubtedly changed. In my opinion, RemyMa could have easily taken the lead in the entire discussion on Spike Lee's decades-long devotion as a fan, the Knicks, the championship hopes, and the parade talk. As soon as the other co-host began discussing taking the parade all the way to Madison Square Garden, Spike Lee jumped in and said, "No buzz." She continued her co-hosting appearances yesterday by sitting down for another interview that generated conversation. Ree's promotional blitz for her next Lifetime film, which opens tonight, included the visit as well. The intriguing aspect of this issue is that, according to numerous online observers, Claressa Shields appears to use various social media platforms in rather distinct ways. For instance, some believe that Claressa is most vocal on X, formerly known as Twitter. Heated discussions, strong viewpoints, reposts, and replies typically draw attention there. Music drama frequently takes the stage on that platform whenever it becomes popular. What do you consider to be the most memorable moment? Was it the procession? Was it the game itself? When we initially realized we were going to like the first game, you said something like, "It was great because that brought all the diversity of New York City together. The Burls won't be mentioned, but it was stunning. You know, this is the world's best city. That was a fantastic day in history, even though we did get some stuff." What was intriguing, was how many people showed up. Yesterday, they were attempting to enter those pens by sleeping on the sidelines. It's likely that the parade could have gone all the way to Madison Square Garden. Additionally, I believe that music isn't doing that. Laughter, well, 10,000 cops just to get started. It was lovely. Simply put, it's amazing and loving to be in the parade and witness the diversity of this wonderful city that everyone is applauding. How you expand that is beyond me. I'm not being pessimistic. I am merely stating. However, I am aware of how we accomplish that. We are going to investigate your leadership in this community. No. Laughter, you must lead the way for us. No. 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 No, that isn't that. Then there's Instagram, where a lot of followers think the tone completely changes. Subtle signals, cryptic posts, and comments that provoke conjecture are frequently cited in place of straight back and forth arguments. Is the type of content that keeps fans guessing as to what or who is being mentioned. However, the energy might be very different when it comes to live feeds. These broadcasts, whether on TikTok or other live platforms, frequently elicit the strongest reactions since viewers are exposed to unedited thoughts, impromptu reactions, and unexpected situations. People tend to talk quickly during those live sessions. It appears that on Snapchat is more of a hybrid. Daily life updates, behind-the-scenes videos, meals, personal routines, cooking videos, and sneak peeks at what's going on during the day are all possible. In contrast to what is seen on other platforms, followers frequently receive a far more relaxed look. Facebook is another. Many people think that's where many of her longtime family members, hometown supporters, and music fans are most active. As a result, conversations there can occasionally have a whole different tone. It's another area where remarks and subtle insults can swiftly turn into a topic of internet discussion, whether one is expressing thoughts, replying to critics, or reacting to ongoing discussions. You know how some individuals on the internet are accused of making fun of others, starting conversations, and then pretending to be shocked when others react. That's the kind of criticism that has been circulating recently. Some viewers believe there is a trend of sharing content that elicits reactions without providing clear explanations, and this has undoubtedly contributed to the continuing conversation. 90% of the rhymes she uttered. 90% of the rhymes are my own. Recently, Claressa Shields shared a message from someone who was identified as one of her group's true fans. Lola 2 is a good film, according to the message, which urged people to see it. It features Boxley Jones Jr., as well as two excellent, well-known actresses, Tamala Jones and Elise Neal. Now, some folks concentrated on the post's phrasing and spelling right away. Commenters on the internet quickly pointed up errors and questioned whether the names were entered accurately. As people responded to the message specifics, that started a discussion of its own. The way the film was presented also attracted attention. Various viewers believed that because Claressa's picture was featured extensively in various advertising materials, an online search may give the idea that she was heavily involved in the project. Others, however, emphasized that a person is not always the main star of a movie just because they appear in marketing. This film was first released in 2022, therefore it's not a brand new project, according to online debates. Some people questioned why the movie was suddenly being featured anew at this particular time. There was a lot of conjecture and discussion on social media as a result of the time. RemyMa's most recent release and other entertainment projects that are now in the news may lose attention as a result of the renewed attention, according to some critics. Naturally, internet commentators hold that view, but it has become a part of the broader discourse. Regarding Claressa's position in the film, most people who have seen it characterize her appearance as a supporting role rather than the main plot point. Training scenes, preparation scenes, and boxing-related scenes that relate to her athletic background are said to make up a large portion of her screen time. Supporters frequently bring up her appearance when talking about the endeavor, even if she might not take center stage throughout. According to the viewpoint expressed by certain internet critics, Claressa's part in the film wasn't a central theme for the most of the narrative. 90% of the rhymes she uttered. I wrote 90% of the rhymes that, in the viewer's opinion, made her appearance more prominent later in the movie rather than at the outset. Because of this, some individuals questioned how much attention the initiative was suddenly getting. Critics have also cited instances in the past in which Claressa boosted projects following internet conversations regarding their performance. For instance, as discussions about The Fire Inside started, some observers saw that she started actively urging people to watch it. Fans saw this as supporting her job, while detractors had a different opinion. In any case, it became a new subject of discussion on social media. Commentators also often assert that whenever RemyMa makes a significant statement, release, or public appearance, people begin to compare what other people in her circle are doing at the same time. These analogies frequently take on a life of their own and swiftly proliferate through entertainment websites and fan pages, regardless of the context, music releases, interviews, social media activity, or public pronouncements. Online celebrities have even claimed that the timing of specific announcements, partnerships, or posts can seem to be linked to times when Remy is getting favorable attention. Music, of course, that is still conjecture and opinion rather than a verifiable fact, but it's a story that some audiences are still drawn to. Similarities in presentation, style, and branding have also been discussed continuously. RemyMa's public persona has been cited by critics as an inspiration for Claressa. Although proponents would probably contend that public people frequently share hairstyles, fashion trends, and entertainment branding, the argument has been going back and forth for a while, with both sides presenting their own interpretations. It's evident that people are quick to make connections and formulate hypotheses about what's going on behind the scenes anytime either name begins to trend online. While some pundits contend that rivalry and controversy attract attention, others say that fans are overanalyzing everyday social media activity. In any case, some individuals are raising their eyebrows because every new article, interview, or appearance appears to start a new round of controversy. Why draw attention to a brief appearance from a 2022 film right now? On the internet, a lot of reviewers are posing that query. According to other observers, the message was merely intended to remind people of their prior performing credits from earlier films. Others, however, believe that what makes it unique is the timing. Any entertainment-related post will inevitably draw more attention and conjecture when discussions are already focused on RemyMa's most recent film premiere. There's no denying that RemyMa is at the core of her new endeavor. The film is being marketed around her role, and she is one of the primary names being advertised. While welcoming the release, many supporters have emphasized that viewers won't have to wait much into the movie to see her on screen. This most recent circumstance fits into a bigger story that critics, who have been following the continuing drama, have been debating for months. They think a pattern exists. Every new development is thoroughly scrutinized and every social media move becomes part of the discourse whenever RemyMa has a significant event, be it a song release, a television appearance, or now a movie premiere. Some pundits even go so far as to claim that RemyMa is ultimately at the center of a lot of the conflicts, tensions, and public back and forths. That's how they see the situation, and it still sparks discussion among fan circles. They also note that many people anticipated that Rhee's popularity would suffer greatly as a result of earlier scandals involving public relationships, online debates, and entertainment headlines. Nevertheless, she has continued to be a well-known figure in entertainment despite all the conjecture and criticism. She continues to garner attention, headlines, and public interest regardless of whether people agree with her or not, which is precisely why these discussions continue to pick up steam. Ultimately, RemyMa is still a well-known public personality, with a devoted following that supports her. She continues to draw attention and keep her name up in discussions about entertainment whether or not people agree with her decisions. Opportunities began to appear more regularly, according to many of Remy's followers, after she turned her attention from some personal issues to her own objectives. From their point of view, she seemed to become less interested in getting involved in every public controversy and more focused on business, media appearances, and building her brand. When talking about her recent accomplishment, her followers frequently bring up this point. Another point raised by critics is that many internet debates still focus more on historical disputes than on recent advancements. Some of the subjects being rehashed, according to Claressa Shields' detractors, are no longer pertinent to current events, particularly since people have moved on to other phases of their lives and circumstances have changed. However, that viewpoint has been more prevalent in fan conversations. Some observers also think that some posts on social media are intended to divert attention from other existing discussions. It's debatable if it's the true goal or just how people understand it, but it's an idea that keeps coming up every time fresh posts are made online. This raises the same question. Why does every action of RemyMa cause such a stir if there is no worry about what she is doing? Why relive a 2022 film appearance when Remy is promoting a new endeavor? Critics keep posing these queries in an effort to make connections. The notion that some individuals focus too much on past successes rather than emphasizing what's coming up is another critique that has gained momentum. In the entertainment industry, viewers are always anticipating new projects, collaborations, or chances. Remy's supporters contend that her openness to pursue interests outside of music is one of the reasons she has stayed relevant. Rather than sticking to one path, she has experimented with cinema, television, hosting, and other endeavors. Many well-known figures in today's entertainment industry create several revenue sources and diversify their brands. Her fans claim that one of the main reasons she is still well-known and attracts attention in 2026 is her capacity to adapt and change. When discussing RemyMa, a lot of supporters bring up this fact. She didn't stay in one lane. She gained recognition through her music, made appearances on Love and Hip Hop, entered the battle rap scene, pursued possibilities on television, and kept coming up with new strategies to develop her brand. Now that she has access to her own media outlet, many admirers think that even greater chances may lie ahead. She continues to release songs, schedule shows, make appearances, and maintain her presence in a variety of venues at the same time. Many popular performers use a similar approach. Beyond what initially made them well-known, they keep growing their portfolio, investigating new projects, and generating new prospects. Maintaining visibility, relevance, and future-focused development are the objectives. In the meantime, detractors have questioned whether public appearances, interviews, and podcast discussions by themselves can generate sustained momentum in the absence of more significant business endeavors. Fans are still debating this topic online as they contrast various strategies for developing a public persona and career. There is little doubt that people are keeping a careful eye on these discussions, and they won't be slowing down anytime soon. I appreciate you watching. This is Marcus Hale with Shadir. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share the channel if you liked this video. Please share your thoughts about and everything we talked about today in the comments section below. I would like to know what you think. Until then, be careful and take